Hello, replay viewers. Thank you for tuning in. As people are coming in, I will introduce myself. I am Marisha. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Mallory. Hi, everyone. So I am Marisha. I am a school-based speech-language pathologist. I work with preschool through, oh my goodness, preschool through 6th grade students. Let's get this out of the way. Hi, Hallie. Here, we'll just try. So, yeah, I work with preschool through 6th grade students. The lighting got all weird. Hi, Kat. So, yes, and I also blog over at roadtospeech.com, and I talk a lot about organization and all about trying to help SLPs be more productive and work smarter and not harder and get stuff done. So today, let's move this over. Woo! I'm not in my usual space, so it's a little bit funky. But how are you guys doing on this Monday? A lot of you are starting to wrap up the school year. Got some hearts, so maybe some good Mondays in there. So yeah, today we are going to be talking about how to keep those files organized, like the student files. And I've shared, all preschool. The queen of 2-year-olds. That's funny. We are survivors. We've got this. We're so close to summer. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about organizing those student files because a lot of us have a lot of them, and I know that every district has a little bit of a different system because I always say, like, have a system, so have a plan for how you're going to organize it, but sometimes that's dictated for us, and that's just kind of how it is. But I just have a couple quick tips. I'm most excited about number 3, so stick around for that. So the first thing is, because tap that screen if you ever end up with like stacks of papers all over. That never happens to us SLP, right? So my first thing, I think we all do that sometimes. So the first thing that I do is I put it away right away. And even if putting it in the actual file is a little bit too much work, yes. So even if putting it in the file is just not going to happen, have a place to put your 2 file documents so they're not like all over the place, and then when someone asks you a question, it just gets a little bit tricky, right? So that's the first, and then it's echoing weird, and that'll help save you some time so that you're not having to like search through papers, and it helps me feel a little bit more sane and not all over the place. Well, I still am a headless chicken, but and then number 2, I haven't started doing this yet. So student files, like our keeping track of the IEPs and the progress reports and things like that. And I think kids' papers, yeah. So because I don't know if I have only been in one district, so I don't know how other districts do it, but as the SLP, so for the students that I'm case managing, I keep their like official file and also the working file that just has all of their information ever since they've been in speech. And then I also keep the working files for my students who I'm not case managing, but I still have copies of their IEPs and all of that stuff. So I don't know. Feel free to comment and say if you guys have to do something completely different. Maybe you don't even have to keep track of those papers. I don't know. But I think that putting it away, and even this applies because you probably have at least some documentation on your students. So if you get something new, putting it away right away is really helpful. And then you just have the speech file. The main file is in the psych office in the special ed. Yeah, that's how we do it too. And we have to, Tina, we have to keep protocols for 7 years. We have to keep all of our stuff for 7 years. Oh, so all of your stuff is electronic? That would be nicer. So yeah, because I have so many cabinets in my room, just filled with old files. And our IEPs are electronic, but they have us keep copies of all of them. Yeah. Yeah, I have to keep everything. It's just how our district does it. So I have a lot of papers, and then I have a bunch of, because I haven't been at this school for very long, so there's a whole big cabinet full of files, and the students could have been here like 10 years ago, and I have no way of knowing because our cutoff is that 7-year mark. And so, yeah, and it's a lot of stuff. I mean, especially for if we don't have a very big room. I got pretty lucky this year. Electronic IEPs and reports, but we have a paper copy in the speech filing cabinet. Yeah, so that sounds similar to what I have. So, but for some of the students that have been in speech or receiving special ed for a long time, their files get really, really, really big. And there's just a lot of papers, and my district doesn't, they just tell us, okay, just put it in a file, and they don't give us, I know some districts have like nice little files that help you organize, like with different pockets and stuff, but we don't have that. So you just get to try and figure out how to organize it. So the second thing that I haven't done this yet, I've done something similar with other things. Yeah, at a glance summaries are good too. Our IEP system automatically makes those, so it'd be easy for me to print that, but I still have to keep track of, I have to keep all the paperwork in my cabinet. But so the second thing is using labels, and because if I'm quickly trying to find, I could do this. So I have a tab for all of the students' names, but all I have on there is the student's name. And I was wanting to, because we have an SLP assistant who might be able to help with us, so I'm kind of excited. But even if I didn't have that, I think I would start this. Just to be able to get rid of those files, I would put the date that they exited so I can quickly see. And I was going to make some labels just with a little bit more information, so it's easier, like because I know the kids really well, but for future SLPs coming in, it might be easier just to have like the most pertinent information right on there. And I've seen some districts that already have that, like they have labels like that, but I think that's a really good way to keep track of that. So number 2 is using some labels, because who doesn't love labels, right? And then 3, this is one that I'm more excited about. So I would just have like a giant stack of papers, and all the progress reports and evaluations and IEPs and everything would be mixed up. And so I was chatting with another SLP in my district, and she showed me, so she makes these little dividers. They're 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper cut in half, and we made a little template, but then you could even color code it if you were like super on top of it, but I just put like all of the data sheets in here, and then all of the progress reports in here, and the IEPs there, and the evaluations there, so it makes it easier to dig through the years of papers. You could also do it by year if that makes more sense to you, but that might even be nice, because then you could just like put your working file in there too. But so I just have these, and it helps keep it all organized. And I got really excited about this, but maybe I'm just weird, or I already know that. But so this is what it looks like on a whole sheet of paper. And then I have a blog post where you're required to use dividers like that. Ooh, what do your dividers look like, Lauren? Yeah, color coding them would be fun. I did this at the beginning of the school year when I was being a little bit frantic, but I think that would be so much fun to have like different colors for the different pieces, so you really can quickly find what you need. But that's been really helpful for me, because I could not find what I was looking for when I first, they're full sheets and color coded. Ooh, that's good. It'd be nice if the district had, like all the SLPs in the district used a similar thing. Our district doesn't have a lot of predetermined organization for us, so every SLP does it a little different, which makes it a little bit tricky to keep track of everything. But if you guys are it's really easy to make these on your own, the little dividers, but I have a blog post that kind of outlines these tips, and it also has a free download to get these, and they're editable. I think it's on like the 4th or the 5th page. I made like a text field so you can type in your own stuff. And yeah, so I've been liking those, and they've really helped me keep track of anything. So those are my 3 tips. So the first one was just putting it away right away. They're not very cute. But thank you. A progress note template on Teachers Pay Teachers. Oh, thanks, Nicole. I don't have do you guys know if anyone has progress report templates? I can't remember. Because our system has, like our school has a pre-made one that we have to use, so I don't have one. I don't know. Because I think like Nicole or Lauren or Hallie, if you're still in here, maybe you guys know if someone else does. But does anyone else have any other questions? Hopefully someone will be able to answer. But yeah, this was it was a normal length scope. And then, well, I guess I don't have an answer about the progress report templates. I feel like I've seen them, but I don't have any quarterly reports for all of your caseload. Oh, thank you, Hallie. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have a better answer. Let's see. Yeah, we have ours online too. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know if I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't have one. I typed up like a little thing on a Word document. If you want to email me, I can send you that, but it's not anything pretty or exciting. So yeah, that's all for tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. And, oh, thank you. And yeah, so I will see you. I'm not sure about I need to figure out my scope schedule for my personal channel, but I'll definitely be back on next Monday on here. And so your district is super organized. They'll send you a template for your folder organization. That's nice. I think that helps. I mean, it might be annoying for some people, but I think it's nice, especially if you have a lot of different SLPs going to different places. It makes it easier to know what to expect. And then if there's audits or anything, I bet that would make it a lot easier too. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you guys for coming in. I will see you guys later. Thank you.